Well, good evening and welcome to this regular meeting for Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. If everybody could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Little parking problem. My apologies. I know, was like driving, so it wasn't.
All right. Roll call, please.
Mr. Grigsby,
Here.
Mr. Haynes,
Here.
Mrs. McCarthy,
Here.
Mrs. Jackson,
Here.
Mr. Vaca.
Here. Finalization of the agenda. Is there anything to add or remove?
The agenda is final as presented.
Thank you. Move right into the superintendent's report.
Excellent. We have two updates for the board and our public tonight. First, beginning with our end of the year school activities and festivities. There were lots. We got through all of our testing. Thanks to our building principals, our curriculum department, and technology teams. Despite there being always some snafus with the state, worked us through all of those different scenarios and great success. So we are looking forward to those results. Every year we have seen improvements, and that is not by accident. That is by the hard work of our staff. And so we're very proud of our students and our staff for their hard work throughout this past year. We did just wrap up, as you're all aware, graduation for the first time here in Ranger Stadium. Was a huge success despite being pushed off by a day, but I think everybody would agree the weather was far more acceptable Thursday night than it would have been Wednesday. So I know our students really love the opportunity to celebrate together here on their home field. And being our first time, we know it was a learning opportunity. So things will change for next year, things that we might do differently. And so we look forward to getting our heads together as we think about planning for next year. So any feedback anybody has, we certainly are open for that. Of course, end of the year brings lots of fun activities with all of our schools and their end of year school concerts. Most specifically, I was able to attend some preschool and kindergarten concerts, which of course, as you can imagine, is adorable and was absolutely worth the time. One huge thank you to all of our community partners and to all of you for everything that we did for our senior scholarship winners. I know there were many partners who gave away lots and lots of scholarship money to our students. So we are very proud of all of those partners and the work, again, that our students do to be recognized. Also wrapped up with Adaptable Athletics, which was somehow this beacon of perfect weather between torrential downpours for weeks and really worked out to be a beautiful day. Thank you to Jackie Vance and her team for organizing what really is an awesome event for our community and for our school students. And finally, tonight happening at the VFW, our students at the high school under the leadership of Brandon Muck are being honored by the VFW for putting together a video in remembrance and honoring our North Ridgeville veterans. So actually, Ms. Schroeder and Mr. Pritt are there representing us tonight alongside Brandon Muck and all of our high school students. So we're very, very grateful to the work that they did to honor our very own here at North Ridgeville. Moving on to construction. If you haven't had a chance to drive around Bainbridge in the front of the campus, that work started quickly. Students I don't even think they were out of here and they were putting up fences. So we have seen at this point all of the dirt begin to move in some of our temporary parking areas and also the fencing where the construction site will be in order to keep our students and staff safe. Right now has, for the most part, been completed. We saw today a lot of truck traffic going in and out. So we know that things are happening, which is very exciting. In the back, maintenance transportation, all of the pre-camp underground concrete work has been happening over the past couple of weeks. So they too are moving along. I know we've said it before, but just for everybody as a reminder, August 15th will be our formal back to school kickoff, which will include not only the official groundbreaking for the new high school, but also the 2000 Wilcox time capsule opening. Fun events to look forward to this summer and lots of excitement. So we are really excited to maybe take a few weeks to relax, but then all of this starts again and we are excited for next school year. So thank you.
Do you have a time for the humps? I think it's 4:30.
I believe it starts at 4:30, but we'll have all the specifics out pretty soon.
Thank you.
Definitely mark your calendars.
There's an opportunity for announcements. Mr. Karthik?
I do have a very important announcement that I want to share. The Board of Education will hold a public hearing on the issue of a retired teacher and a retired administrator being employed in the district. That meeting will be at 6 p.m. on July 1st, 2025, right here in the community room at the North Ridgeville Academic Center.
Thank you.
Of course.
There's an opportunity for hearing of the public. Anybody in attendance this evening would like to address the Board of Education, please approach the podium, sign in and state your name and address. Seeing none, we'll move to the consent agenda. Ms. Saxon, an education report.
Yes, we have several items outlined in the education report this evening. We'll begin with the annual Connect service contract for the 2025-2026 school year, followed by the Southeast Security Annual Maintenance Agreement. Next is a proposed 5-year agreement with Savas to continue using Miller and Levine biology resources at the high school. Also included is the Lorain County Interagency Agreement, which outlines the delivery of services to support families with children from birth through kindergarten and early learning programs in Chance Light Autism Program for special needs students grades K through 3 who require a highly structured program. Next, we have contracts Person and Monarch, which are day treatment school programs that support students who receive special education and require more intensive support to access their school day successfully. Additionally, we have a contract with the Lorain County Board of Disabilities Murray Ridge Center that serves preschool students. We are also presenting the district goals for the 2025-2026 school year. And lastly, we have reimbursements in lieu of transportation. Tonight serves as the first reading of these items. The second reading and consideration for approval will take place at the regular board meeting on June 17th.
Thank you. This is the first reading of new and revised set of policies hosted by Nicola. The second reading and consideration for approval will be at the June 17th regular meeting. Communications report, Mr. Grigsby.
Thank you, Mr. Bucker. It is recommended that the Board of Education accept the following gifts of appreciation. For the Adaptable Athletics Day, the Meister family gave poster boards and face paint. Chuck Skubovias donated $15. The NRHC 5 to 8 boosters gave $2,373 for buses to Cedar Point and $601 for buses to swings and things. Our HTA music department received from Ashley Honey a gently used acoustic guitar and electric guitar. And Christina Sullivan donated a gently used saxophone. ECLC PTA gave $2,214 in support of teacher grants, and the North Ridgeville Police Department donated 5 bicycles for the Girls in Gear bike camp. And of course, we thank our community for the tremendous support of our schools and students.
Thank you. Human Resources report, Mr. Haynes.
Thank you, Mr. Vaca. We have a number of items in the Human Resources report. 3 support staff resignations, 6 administrative contracts, 3 supervisor contracts, 5 non-represented support staff contracts, 6 support staff appointments, 1 NREA supplemental contract, 1 non-NREA supplemental contract, 2 administrative contract adjustments, 2 support staff adjustments, 1 supplemental review committee handbook amendment. This is the first reading of these items. The second reading and consideration for approval will be on the June 17th regular board meeting. This concludes the Human Resources report.
This concludes the consent agenda. Next, we have other board business, starting with the Human Resources report. Mr. Haynes.
Yes, we have a number of items to consider under Human Resources report. 1 administrative resignation, 1 support staff resignation, 1 treasurer contract, 1 certified staff appointment, 3 extended school year certified staff contracts, 2 extended school year special education aid contracts, 1 extended school year bus driver aid contract, 1 summer school certified staff contract, 2 public school certified substitute contracts, 3 support staff substitute contracts. I move to approve the human resources items in 1 reading.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Haynes, second by Ms. Saxon. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Haynes,
Yes.
Mrs. Saxon,
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby,
Yes.
Mrs. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mr. Vaca.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. I have the pleasure of announcing one new certified staff member this evening, Sarah Reisinger. All right, Sarah is coming to us from the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, where she's been teaching social studies for the past 3 years. We're thrilled to invite her into the high school staff, our social studies staff. We really enjoyed the experience that she had at one of the STEM buildings in Cleveland, and part of her schedule will be working with students in our STEM track, doing that learning in those classes. She also has an interest in some AP and some upper level social studies courses as well. She'll be doing some world history next year. She's a graduate of Brunswick and Miami University. I've said she was at 3 years in CMSD. And she uses perceptive as a word to describe herself. And one of her most entertaining and different jobs was a lighting designer for musicals. She's a fan of drama and productions. And we talked about in one of our interviews the importance of that in historical sense, giving kids, the ability to learn history through art and some of those exciting things. So there's a lot of great qualities that Sarah brings to the table, and I'm going to have her sign her contract here in a minute. Well, I also, on behalf of the Board of Education, am thrilled to announce that Wendy Fanta will be moving from our interim treasurer to our treasurer. We've had the pleasure of working with Wendy this year as our coordinator of fiscal services, and then as our interim treasurer. She has also worked as an associate and assistant treasurer at both the North Olmsted City Schools and Avon Schools. Before getting her treasurer's license, she also worked as a financial specialist. So she knows how to do every job in the treasurer's department and do it well. So we're very excited to have her skill set. Some of the things that has stood out to me and the rest of our team, is just how knowledgeable she is, how personable, hardworking, and transparent. And it's just all of those qualities that we would want in a treasurer to our community. So we're thrilled to have Wendy on board with us. She's already started and will just continue to provide professional development to our staff and our administrators. And she has improved practices and looked at our policies and upheld the board policies. So we really think that her skill set will be a great asset to the North Ridgeville City Schools. So congratulations to her as well. All right, so we will sign contracts very quickly and then be done. So here's your.
Official.
Fantastic. You got to get a picture.
Yes.
Right.
Congratulations, welcome. Congratulations.
Welcome. Yes, you can do that. Okay, you get a little tab in.
Like sign for the house.
Welcome aboard.
Sorry, you were here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to both of you. Very excited to have you join the Rutherford City Schools. So welcome.
Welcome.
All right, it is recommended the Board of Education adjourn this regular meeting.
Second.
Moved by Ms. McCarthy, second by Ms. Saxon. Roll call please.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes.
Mrs. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby?
Yes.
Mr. Haynes?
Yes.
Mr. Bachman?
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Excellent.